What if you could create a full AI influencer without filming anything? Today, we're diving into Dzine AI, so let's just jump in and I'll show you exactly how this works. Right now, faceless content is exploding, but most people still struggle with recording themselves, editing videos, and staying consistent. That's why most creators never scale. So instead of doing everything manually, you can now build AI influencers that create content for you. And this is where Dzine comes in. Here's the platform you can see, and there are just tons of different features that we could use here to create basically any type of content. So let's go ahead and create our own AI character to begin with here. What we're going to do is go to the consistent character tab. We're going to hit that, and then we get put onto this screen here. So this is where we can basically describe the character we want to create. Then we're going to go down and we're going to select the camera button here, and we can select front view and then upper body to really get that YouTuber vibe. Next, we have aspect ratio. So depending on the content we want to create here, perhaps we want this for reels, so we go with a 9:16. Or if we wanted it for long form videos on YouTube, we could do a 16:9 here too. Next, we go down to the style section, and then we can choose a bunch of different ways that we can generate this character. Now, of course, we want this as a YouTuber, so let's go with realistic V3, and we also have the option for content filter too. Now, when it comes to generation, we could do this in a fast way, normal way, or high quality way. So depending on how quickly you want this done, you might want to pick one of these. Let's go with high quality here. Now, to finish this off, we are going to need a character. So let's go ahead and press build your character. We can do a training mode where we train it on a bunch of different images. We can do quick mode here where we can give it one image or do a description of the visuals. Now we're going to need a character name. So let's just call him Jeff. And then we can describe our character here too. So we've got young finance coach in a suit sat at his YouTube setup. And then we could add an image here if we want, but we're going to pick that same style that we picked earlier and generate character. And then in no time at all, it's given us some preview images of our YouTuber. I quite like this one on the right. We can zoom in and check them out as well if we like, but let's go with this guy and then press start building. It says character is ready, so use in consistent character. And now we have our character at the top here. We're going to type in sat camera facing for an explanation video. We can then select the aspect ratio here. Let's go with mobile for short form content, and then generation mode as high quality or normal. Now next we can press generate. And now in no time at all, we have two images here of our character. And this is perfect for short form content. And they actually have a consistency feature here where basically we can get the same character across multiple videos. This is a great way to build brand identity without even showing your face. So we can place this on the canvas, and we can change the size of the image too, so we can make it more short form friendly. And then if we go to AI video here, we can take our character and we can select from a bunch of different models. We can see that they have Grok Imagine here as well. So let's actually go ahead and click that for this test. And then we can type in what we want the guy to say. So we're going with looks at the camera and says, these are the top 3 places to buy property in 2026. And then we can choose the quality here. Let's go with 720p. We can also choose the duration, and that goes up to 15 seconds. And once we're happy, we simply press generate. And then in no time at all, we can see that we do in fact have the video rendered. So let's have a listen and see if it's convincing.
These are the top 3 places to buy property in 2026. First, Miami for its booming tech scene and tourism, and Tep Nashville for its growth and lifestyle.
So this is pretty good. Now, of course, we can go ahead and edit that, but there's also a lip sync feature here as well. So let's press the lip sync button. It's detected a few faces on this, but it's got the right one here. We can press next, and then we can actually go ahead and pick a voice from all of their options here.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer.
That's a pretty good one. Let's see what Joey sounds like.
Hold on to your hats, folks, because the news coming out from NVIDIA today is going to blow you away.
Pretty good as well. What about Finn?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Finn. I can't wait to work with you in your upcoming projects. Give my voice an ad, and let's see where it takes us.
Okay, I quite like Finn. Let's go with that. And then we can type in what we want him to say. So here we've got, these are the top 3 places to buy property in 2026. Miami for its weather and beauty, Thailand for its tropical feel and beaches, and of course, New York for its business and nightlife. So let's see what we have here. We can go to standard mode or expressive mode. Both of these are using 11 Labs, which is the top voice generator out there. Let's go with expressive mode. Once we're happy, we simply press generate audio. So that was done incredibly quickly. And now we have this 11-second clip. So let's go ahead and listen to this.
These are the top 3 places to buy property in 2026. Miami for its weather and beauty.
Thailand for its tropical feel and beaches, and of course New York for its business and nightlife.
That sounds pretty good. We could always regenerate this if we didn't like it, but I'm pretty happy, so let's press apply. Now it's in our timeline.
These are the top 3 places to buy property in 2026.
Now we can see that it hasn't synced up the lips yet. So to export that, all we gotta do is press the generate button, and that will be submitted on the right-hand side here. Now this is fully rendered, let's have a listen.
These are the top 3 places to buy property in 2026. Miami for its weather and beauty, Thailand for its tropical feel and beaches, and of course New York for its business and nightlife.
I think that's pretty good. Now, if we want to render this again, we can do so, but once we're happy, we simply press the download button. We could go ahead and upload that as a short, or just have a good starting point for our editing. Now, what's great about this is its realism and speed. This could be great for explainer videos or educational content, and it's not just limited to this type of content too. We've seen before as we were creating the character that there are tons of different options here. So one creator could make, say, 10 videos in a day. They could be doing it in multiple niches such as finance, motivation, and news. And it's just very easy to scale when you have a platform like this. So if you want to start building faceless content at scale, try Dzine for yourself. Create your first AI character, turn a simple idea into a full video, and see how fast you can go from idea to content. Because honestly, you don't need a camera anymore. You just need a good idea, and you can use Dzine to create everything for you. That's going to be it from me. I'll leave a link in the description, and I will see you in the next video.